Hey, my loves, welcome back to another episode of 100% Lavish. Today I am laying down giving a message, but I have this message that just kind of popped up in my head. So recently I have been noticing that I have finally caught the patterns that have been keeping me feeling stagnant. I have finally found the patterns that the older version of me wasn't allowing me to break. And because I figured that out, now that I'm in the transitional period where it's my old life no longer exists, even though it do just a little bit. And then my newer life, it exists is right here, but it's kind of like waiting on me to unpack. And let me elaborate that deeper. This is really what I feel like. Y'all know when y'all move and y'all just finished moving somewhere and you unpack the necessary things first. You don't automatically just unpack everything first. You know what I'm saying? You just unpack the necessary things first. That's low key where I feel like I'm at right now. I feel like I just moved into a new house. I like the house. I love the way that it looks. But because I just moved here, I'm still figuring out where all the rooms are, where all the closets are, all the drawers, where I want everything to go. But I did slightly unpack. I did unpack here and be like, yeah, this is my newer foundation. This is where I'm going to base at. But because of that, I'm also just sitting here and I'm just like, damn, I really like this house. I really like the way that I know that it's going to look. But because it's not looking like that right now, I'm looking at the house and it's just like, damn, is it really going to be that? Not in the sense that I'm questioning it, but because I know it's going to be what I need it to be. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, but it's not that yet. And because it's not that yet, it's throwing me a little bit because it's like, I feel like the type of person that I am, I have been doing a lot of work to grow. I have been doing a lot of work to make sure that I stay on the pathway as well as face my triggers, face my flaws, face the things that are around me, still continue to be social, still continue to balance my social life with my normal life, my mental, my physical, trying to find a balance between all, trying to find a balance between friends, financial things, trying to find a balance between me going to the gym and me just going out and having me time, me just getting alone and rebuilding my capacity, me taking the time to go outside and just really vibe with the sun and vibe with the plants. I've been trying to really find a balance within everything. And I have been learning that right now I am so detached. When I say I am so fucking detached, and it's I always get like this after I realize something that was potentially holding me back because I allowed it to and I gave him the energy to. Once I remove that shit, I constantly always feel like this feeling right here. And it's the most uncomfortable because it's just I could go garden if I want to. But it's right now my body, it wants to garden, but it's no, figure this out and then you can go do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I have anything to really figure out. It's just I'm at a point in my life right now where I have surrendered so much to the point where I still want to do music. I still want to do clothing. I still want to do campus art, jewelry, and I still want to do my books. I'm going to always forever be that creative person. But I realized that's just me. Genuinely, when it comes to the creations, that is just who I am. That is just genuinely me. I was naturally going to do those things anyways because that is who I am. That is just genuinely who I am. But sometimes I feel like my creativity is a part of my purpose, but my purpose is to use my voice. My purpose is to use something with my voice. And I feel like recently I've been noticing that the more that I just talk and have conversations, the more that I just interact with people and just drop deep ass knowledge, that's when I get deeper results and more in-depth commentary back. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that you are a product of your environment. You could say so much that you're not. You could say so much that you're not like the people that you are around. And yeah, that might be true, but at the same time, some of the things that they do align with you, and that's exactly why they're around. Because think about it, if y'all were completely out of alignment, they just wouldn't be around. That's not how life works. They just wouldn't be around, you know? And sometimes I just look at things and I just be like, bruh, even though we were once in alignment, we're no longer now. And the type of person I am, I'm constantly growing and I'm constantly evolving. And I know that makes me very mysterious and within a lot of people. Because a lot of people, I know they question what the fuck I got going on. But it's just you can't question something when there's really nothing to question because I'm going to still be me. I'm still doing who the fuck I've been and still being who the fuck I have been. But I'm also noticing that I'm changing. Newer things are getting added to the route. It's I'm dropping off packages right now. And it's just instead of me being Amazon, just more like FedEx. I'm dropping these off ASAP. I want motherfuckers to understand that I'm on the way. I'm going over the speed bumps and everything, but I'm gonna still make sure that I show up and I make it. I'm gonna still make sure your package appears on time, but I'm gonna also make sure that I do my job at the end of the day. And a part of me doing my job is sometimes I might have to relabel things. Sometimes I might have to put packages on the side because they're broken. Sometimes I might have to change routes because there's a roadblock. Doesn't mean that I won't get to the same destination. It doesn't mean that I won't get there. It's just there are things that jeopardize what it is you are doing. And it's not that it's to throw you off or to make you mad. Like, no, sometimes you genuinely will just be faced with things and just causing you to reroute and get back on center. Like, I feel like that's currently the stage that I'm at right now, that I had no choice but to recenter. I had no choice but to really figure out what it is that has been throwing me off. And once I've originally, I figured it out, like, it's like everything else started to align. But one thing I will say is that when you are shedding off, like, think of a snake. When a snake shed off that old skin, when they get towards the end of them shedding, it gets a little harder for them because it's like nobody's there to really pull it, but it's there. And it's just like, okay. And that's kind of how I'm feeling right now, because it's just like, it's like the old is still attached to me, but it's also shedding. And because it's shedding, it's like I'm watching it shed, and it's not a painful process, but it also doesn't feel good. It's very uncomfortable. And I feel like the snake right now. Like, I feel like I'm just slithering, minding my business, doing what I need to do, but I still got this little bit of skin on me that's old, and I'm releasing it. And a part of releasing it is like you get tested with those older patterns that you would normally fall for. Like, and that's how I knew I was over it. That's how I knew I've gotten over a lot of shit, because the older shit that I would normally fall for, it does not phase me now. Like, I genuinely see it and I just continue to move the fuck on. And it's just like, I've been noticing that, like, bro, I have changed so much within this week itself. My brain has gotten so many downloads. I have constantly just been reminding myself that I'm growing and there's nothing wrong with me. Like, it's not that I'm out of place or I'm doing something wrong. It's actually that this uncomfortable feeling that I'm feeling is so uncomfortable because it's the first time I have allowed myself to not fall for any tricks. When I say any tricks, I mean not a damn trick. Like, everything, it's like a tunnel vision. It's like my head is just focused on making sure that I do the things that I need to do, and just staying in alignment, staying grounded, staying balanced, and reminding myself that I'm human. I'm gonna fuck up. There's gonna be times where shit happens, but I'm here presently. And that's all I really care about now, is just remaining present and remaining present within itself. I don't care about all the other people around me. They are genuinely outside noise, outside distractions. Like, yes, they exist, but I also exist. And because I exist now, I want to do something with the somebody that I am now. I can't do something with the somebody that somebody else is. Like, genuinely, you are already who you are. You gonna be who you want to be. And I'm not here to change that or take that away. But what I will say is that if you're going to play a factor around me, you have to align with the things that I'm doing. And it's no changing who I am just to allow people in. It's no more giving people their way just to allow them to feel satisfied. Because in the end, I'm never satisfied when I do that. So I'm really just at a point where all the old shit really no longer phases me. And if it does phase me, it phases me in the sense of, this is an ick, I gotta go. Versus before, it was like, yeah, this is an ick, but I can still stay. But now it's like, I'm not playing that shit. Like, I'm overly turned off. I'm overly detached right now. I'm overly just here, just presently in the moment. But also reminding myself that this feeling right now isn't even forever. Like, this is just something that I'm dealing with right now. And I just really wanted to just get this shit off my chest, because it's just like, that's what I made this YouTube channel for, was to come on here and to talk about things that most people don't talk about. Like, they be so quick to talk about the good that's coming. They be so quick to talk about all those good feelings, and it's just like, shout out to that. And don't get me wrong, I even make content like that. But I also make the real, raw, authentic content of the feelings that it gives you. This shit is uncomfortable as fuck. This shit feels weird as fuck. And sometimes I be wanting to talk to people about it, but not everybody's going to understand you. And not everybody's going to have what it is that you need. So I create videos like this because I know it's going to find people who understand what the hell I'm talking about, because that is what this channel is for. That's my intentions for every video, that it finds somebody who really just gets it and understands that you're not alone. There are other people out here feeling like how you feeling. There are other people who are genuinely thinking like how you are thinking right now. It's just not talked about, because oftentimes people like us, we don't really be having people to talk about it too, because they wouldn't understand. And it's not even that they wouldn't understand, like they wouldn't be able to grasp the concept. No, they would be able to grasp the concept, but they wouldn't be able to understand the depth behind the concept. They wouldn't be able to understand why it's so bothering and why it's so triggering and why it's so uncomfortable. Because most people will tell you to just go, oh, just go do this, or oh, just go make some new friends, or oh, just go find a new job, or oh, just go do some new shit, or oh, you decided to be different, like just go do something else. Like, no, it's not about that. It's about standing firm and standing true on who the fuck you are, knowing that whatever you are doing is going to work for you, even if you can't see it, even if people around you can't see it. It's because you feel it, and you know your journey is your journey, and not everybody's gonna understand your journey. Even y'all not gonna understand everything about my journey and what I'm talking about, but y'all will understand how deep it is. Y'all will understand why I take it so deep. Y'all will understand the depth behind it, because at the end of the day, we are all similar. But yeah, that's just really what I wanted to talk about and really get off my chest. And yeah, I'm about to get my ass up though, y'all. So just know that I really truly appreciate you for tuning into 100% Lavish. Know that I love you, God loves you, and stay blessed.